Val Kilmer here, the real Batman. Thank you for listening. Anyways, before I shave and wage war with wages, in college I could have chose debt or scholarship, debt or scholarship, loans or scholarships. I won so many scholarships, they said choose which ones you can accept, which ones you want. You have reached a cap. You know what I mean? These are not scholarships you apply for and just win. These are scholarships you have to write. Spill your heart on the page. And this was the beginning of my writing in terms of ramification, bringing the point home, driving the heart toward the masses. The beginning phase of that was roses are red, violets are blue. I love your sweater, I miss you too. I was a little kid writing these in kindergarten in the bathroom with one of those China markers. You know what I mean? Always go in the bathroom and write on top of the toilet bowl as a little kid, roses are red. That's what began this give what money can't buy, infinite heart type direction I've taken in my life. So now back to the scholarships. Let me share with you one. Someone asked, hey, you know what? If you were to establish civilization on the moon, what 3 people would you bring? This is only $1,500. And I won scholarships from these people, which is a family that donate probably hundreds of thousands of dollars, because I'm one of many that they provide scholarships for, but I won that competition with that question. And I won multiple awards from this group of people, this family, which I'm too humble to name, and they're too humble to receive. Therefore, they're honored regardless, infinite. So, the 3 people I chose to bring to the moon at that time, with my thinking, imagine, this is before 2002. So, my thinking at the time, I brought who? Einstein, Martin Luther King, and Jesus. My reasoning at that time was, well, we need to establish a moral, ethical. I didn't state it at that time, but I was basically talking about we over me type mentality ingrained to where universal rights are granted toward all, as long as you're not oppressing or torturing or physically harming another being or nature in itself. You know what I mean? So, I brought MLK. And why would I bring Jesus as well? To balance the moral viewpoints. To have a check and balance. No one's perfect. I don't care who you are. And why Einstein? For the technology to be inspired through moral values and ethical values to preserve the life for all in harmony with nature. Who would I bring now? 50 years after that point. I stay young, huh? Big aloha, hugget and fat. Don't ask no favors, no worship no one. Just apply and act. Kind of like when Paul went to Athens and he saw all the idols. He didn't go and divide. He embraced them. And he was able to convert thousands. Well, I just don't worship no one. But I apply the righteous teachings of selfless integration and mindset of we over me toward all. Unless I must. You know what I mean? So the 3 people I would bring now, I would still bring Martin Luther King. I would replace Einstein with Nicholas Tesla, the true Nikolai Tesla. If you study Nikolai Tesla, you will see the selfless, direction he went. And this guy was beyond Einstein. Radar, radio, remote control, laser beams, tuning in the frequency of objects, the ancestral codes. Countless more. Wireless illumination. Beyond Einstein. He wanted to go ahead and allow the United States to have $50 for the whole entire year, and that's all you pay for electricity. But Edison wanted the meter. Why the meter? Because you could tax and pay and enslave and build your industry of oppression by collecting these money from the masses in that direction. When technology is just like air, pretty soon they're going to control that. Pretty soon they're going to control the way you, well, they already got that. I'm trying to rewind that and remove that. The way people may think, conditioning themselves to choose enslavement. So think of Tesla, remove Einstein. You know what I mean? So next, who's the third person? Would it be Jesus? Nah. He limited himself. He chose to be to the Father too many times. Why should I deal? How long should I endure this perverted generation? There's people beyond that. And I mean that are living to this day. You know what I mean? Don't believe everything in the media. I'm not here to make you struggle within your faith. Hey, if that's your faith, show it through your actions. Don't look at me and be like, hey man, he's blasphemy. Look at my actions. Are my actions selfless for all? Or am I creating division? Then you'll know the true messages of Jesus, the one that people worship or idolize. You know what I mean? I apply, man. I can't idolize. That's a glass ceiling. That's a limitation. Because there's going to be a condition that's going to be set that even the elders within the group are not even applying with themselves. So why? The third person will be me.